Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh.
I'm so thankful.
Thankful
So
it's
thankful.
Friday.
So thankful.
Absolutely thankful it's Friday. It has been a week.
Yes.
It's been a week.
It's been a week today.
It's been a very good week. It's been a good week. It is the end of our Sublimation week.
Yes.
And today, y'all, we are giving away, would you like to tell them? A heat press. We are giving away a heat press to someone here at the live today, and we are so excited that we're going to be able to get to do this. So for those of you that don't know, we have opened up our doors for our sublimation course. For this week, we've been going over everything sublimation. Talking about sublimation, we have been doing some projects. So for today's we're actually not doing a project today. I'm going to be talking to you all about the secret to why you need to start sublimating today. And I really think, or I really hope, I hope you all enjoy what I have for you all, because I have done lots of research. And I've been lots of research for this. And I am going to break it down to you guys, money-wise, to really show you how affordable that this can be, and how little you really have to do to make a profit off of this. So we're going to talk a lot about a lot of different things, and some things that may be new to you all.
Yes.
And it's going to be helping you grow a business, because let me tell you.
That's our goal. That's one of our biggest goals here, though. Like, we want you guys to take what we have to make your own profit.
Right.
So that's kind of what Lauren's going to talk about today in most of what we're going to talk about.
And sublimation is one of those that it is such a professional quality.
Quality, yes.
And I mean, it's a lot of times it is flawless. Now, it may take you a couple of times to get to where it's flawless, but it is truly a professional, absolutely 100% professional looking, feeling, everything.
Absolutely.
So I did see a question. How do I clean my inkjets on your Epson Eco Tank? That is something that we actually go over with you guys, how to clean your printer and clean the printer heads and things like that in our course. That is on sale. Y'all, this is the very last day for you to jump on this sale. So after today, we're closing those doors for sublimation for a while. And we're not gonna be offering that anymore. But today is the last day. No coupon code needed for that $70 off. It brings our course down to $127. And right now, and what we do is we walk you step by step,
detail by
through
detail.
the process, what you need to do.
And that's from like the very beginning of sublimation. So like, you don't know what sublimation is, get our sublimation course. That's exactly what Tanner talks about.
Right.
Yeah.
So today, because I've seen so many people saying they're excited about the heat press, what I want you to do, I kind of liked, and this time, I know on Wednesday I said I was going to pick based on engagement and things like that, and then I got sidetracked because I got so excited. And sometimes my mouth overruns, and I just keep talking, and I just keep talking. So Caitlin is going to be in charge.
Okay.
And I want to see lots of engagement. So if you pick somebody at the first, in the middle, like I just want you, whoever the Lord leads you to feel like we want to bless somebody today. So I'm super excited. I guess what we are going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head on over so I can show you guys some things and go over, because I've got my computer set up over here, and really dive into breaking it down, because I've got my numbers, y'all. I've been crunching numbers for you. And what we're going to do, what we talk about today, I'm actually, Tanner, our team is going to be turning this into a PDF and a file that we're going to add to the sublimation course so that you all can find all of this stuff and really get the breakdown of this. So I'm going to go ahead and head on over.
All right.
Let Caitlin be in charge.
I'm watching them comments.
So now I can actually see comments a little better. Drop us an emoji if you are excited. And ask if you have any questions. I see one already asking about the oven. Does it need to be more than 400 degrees? Anything that we've ever done in our convection oven has not been over 400 degrees. Nope. 400 is our max. No, April, this is not a cut file. I would love for it to be a cut file.
I know, I love it.
This was actually a shirt that Angela, our marketing director, got for me for my birthday. So I thought I would wear it today to do that. What does the StarCraft?
These comments are rolling quick.
What does it smell like when it heats up?
StarCraft?
Yeah, what is it? What does the ink smell like when? I don't know. It's kind of a.
I've never
really thought about it. Okay.
Oh goodness.
So, what we're going to start out with, the secret to why you need to start sublimating. I'm just going to show you because I think that it speaks for itself. We'll go overhead. I mean, look at that. How you can't get this look and this feel with HTV. Like it's so soft. I love it. So one, why do you need to? Because it's professional. Someone asked us what a heathered t-shirt is. Do we have a heathered t-shirt? Caitlin, yes we do.
Yeah, I can go grab one.
Did I have one? I thought I might have had one sitting here.
Okay.
So we'll go back to the front. No, Sharice, this is not a new course. We've had a lot of people that have been interested in sublimation and wanted to start sublimation other than the ones that purchased it first in December. And we just decided we would open the doors again for our new people. We do currently, we update our sublimation course very frequently, so it is something that is changing. So once you've bought that course, you get those updates, you get the new things. So it's still the same. If you bought it in December, it's the same. So we did have a question asking what a heathered shirt is. This is a heathered t-shirt. So if we can go overhead, you can kind of see where it's not a solid color. It is more kind of like a tri-blend. This is actually a 60-40 cotton poly blend shirt with 60 being polyester. 65-35. But what this is it's the way that the cotton and the fibers are put together. It gives it this heathered look. And when you bleach a heathered shirt, it turns white. Whereas if you bleach a fully dyed shirt, then it's going to, if it's black, it sometimes will turn orange. So this is what we mean by heathered. So we'll go back to the front. So I want to start with those who may not know what sublimation is. Sublimation, I've talked about it all week. So for those that don't know, it is a process where you print out, you have a special sublimation dye ink, and what you do is you print that on sublimation paper. So you're gonna print it using we use Epson Eco Tanks are some of our favorites, and I'm actually gonna get into that in our cost breakdown. You're gonna print that on your sublimation paper, and then you put that on your blank. We call these blanks. This is a true blank. You see it's completely white all the way around. So you tape that, lay that on there, tape it down, and then you use a heat process, whether it be a heat press or a convection oven, and what it does is it heats that dye ink up, it turns it into a gas, and then that gas then adheres to poly fibers, whether it's fibers in the shirt or a poly coating on your blanks, and then it kind of sets into that poly coating or those poly fibers, and it's permanent. It doesn't move. So make sure, that is the true, at its core definition of sublimation. What we're gonna talk about today is we are going to talk about the cost breakdown. So I'll show you, I have so many notes, So let's go ahead and jump into that. So if you wanted to start a sublimation business, where do I start? Write down some of these comments.
Okay.
Because I do see these comments. Can you sublimate on glass?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Only if it's coated.
If it's coated.
Listen, I'm going to give you some sticky notes over here.
Get some sticky notes, because once I dive into this, the numbers part of things, I don't want to stop and then answer questions that I see and then kind of jump back, because I don't want to get you guys confused. So we're going to talk about numbers and break down these numbers. So one of the big secrets with sublimation that I really wanted to bring to you all today is how profitable that this can be, because it truly is. Yes, it's going to be an investment in the front end, but what we're going to talk about today is how you can turn around and make your investment back. So startup costs. Let's talk about startup cost. If you wanted to get started in sublimation today, how much is it going to cost? So printer-wise, after doing my research, we love our Epson Workforce 13. It can print up to 13 by 19. Absolutely love it. However, I understand that a lot of times that's hard to get your hands on. And yes, they are a little more expensive. I was searching this morning. I actually found one in my area. Shockingly, could not believe it was in stock. So if we have anybody in like East Tennessee area that is wanting to go to Johnson City, I'm pretty sure Johnson City Best Buy has one in stock. It was Johnson City Best Buy or Johnson City Office Depot, one of the two, but it was in stock. So, and I think they had it for $350. However, I completely understand that it's not as the 13 by 19, finding that wide format printer is a lot harder, and it is a lot more expensive. So if you want to start out with a 8.5, it's actually an 8.5, you can print legal size, so 8.5 by 14, and you can get sublimation paper in that legal size. Those 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper fit around these 20-ounce tumblers. So you really don't have to have that large format if you wanted to start just doing tumblers.
And even with that, you still have extra to cut off with the 8.5 by 11 with you making the tumblers.
Right.
So
yes, I know you don't, I've seen a lot of people that have said, I wish I would have gone back and got the larger printer. And I agree. If you have the money to invest in that larger printer, it's about $120 extra. But go ahead and get that, because you do have the capabilities of doing 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14. You get that wide range of sizes that you can use. However, if you all know me, I am all about cost effective, like how can I get the most bang for my buck? So starting out with that smaller printer allows you to reach your goal of having a profit before, and then once you reach your profit, then you can turn around and take your profit and then buy the larger one. So it's one of those things that if it was me personally, if I were starting a business today, I would start with the EcoTank, the 2800 to be specific. One thing that I do want to make sure you all do when you buy your printers and you get your printers, always, always, always make sure that you go down to the description and you make sure you see what is the maximum format that can be printed on. So make sure you're looking at those descriptions, and I can actually, let me pull up. Let's do this, and I'll show you where you can find the descriptions, because sometimes it can be hard to find. So let's just search Epson EcoTank. Are we on the share screen? Yep. Okay. We're going to go down here to the 2800. And we will just choose, oh, here's one at Staples for $200. Look at this, guys. I had on there, well, it says $279. There is one at right now currently in stock, Office Depot, that one, not that one. They have it on sale at Office Depot for $230 right now. Yep, right here, sale, $229.99. So to find the description, you need to go down here, show more. Right down here, if you read all of this, you are going to be able, we'll look at the specs as well. And then if you'll look here, it should show you max, right here, maximum sheet size is what you're wanting to look for when you are purchasing a printer.
I do want to touch base real quick. I have someone in the comment is asking the difference between 8.5 and 11, 8.5 by 14.
Okay.
So if you want to go ahead and
that is a great question. So let's go to the front. 8.5 by 11 is a standard size sheet of paper. Caitlin will grab a couple pieces so we can show you the difference.
I'll just go get them so we can show them the difference.
So that is going to be the 8.5 by 11 is your standard size sheet of paper. Your 8.5 by 14 is a legal size piece of paper. So it's going to have that 8.5 inch width, and it's going to have 14 inches in length. So the difference is going to be the length. The 8.5 by 11 is shorter. The 8.5 by 14 is longer. So that's the difference. Sherry said 3 inches. Yes, that is the difference. 3 inches is the difference. And we'll show you a size comparison of both. So while we're here, here is your 8.5 by 11 size. This is your standard size. Here is your 8.5 by 14. So you all can see the difference is the length. Then from there, now this is the 13 by 19. If you do get the large format printer, this is the 13 by 19. So you can print larger. However, if you look at the 13 by 19, just look at it held up here on a shirt if you wanted to make shirts.
Yeah, we have like a lot of questions like asking, is the 13 by 19 worth it? Do you waste a lot of paper with it? That kind of thing. I'm just going to go ahead and say right off the bat, if you plan on making just tumblers, just shirts, something like that, do not waste your money on 13 by 19 paper or a printer for that sake. Because you are just going to be wasting your money that way.
This is going to be, if you are working on larger projects, it can also, I did a lot of, so for one of my friends for Christmas, I sublimated her grandmother's handwriting on some tea towels and then embroidered over it. But I was able to use a 13 by 19. I used one sheet and was able to print like 13 of these on one thing. So this is, it has pros and cons, but we're talking about starting up a business.
Yes.
Starting up a business and to get started what you need. And we're breaking down that cost. So we've started off breaking down the cost. So let's say your sublimation course, you've got to have that to get started so you don't have to make those mistakes, so it doesn't cost you in the long run buying more blanks. When I tell you, when we were building this course back in the fall, the amount of money that we spent ordering these tumblers, cups, blanks, shirts was unreal. So I'm telling you, us teaching you these techniques and getting that course is worth it. So we're starting out $127 for the course. Your printer, you obviously have to have your printer, $230. So I don't even know where my phone is at. Bring up your calculator. We're going to add these up as we go.
All right.
So we're $127 for the course.
Okay.
$230 for the printer. Now, here is the next portion that I want to talk to you guys about. Do you do heat press? Do you do a convection oven? Or do you do both? So this is where I want you to really listen, because I'm going to talk to you about needs assessment. I want you to drop me an emoji if you are a retired teacher, if you are a current teacher, if you know anything about the education system, and know about a needs assessment. Because if y'all don't know, my degree is in education, and needs assessment was a huge thing for us. So learning and figuring out what we need, and what your community need, what your area needs, that is what I want you to do, think about in your business. So next step, deciding, do I need a heat press? Do I need a convection oven? So doing a needs assessment. And what a needs assessment is where you kind of do your research, ask people questions, get a plan for yourself, and then decide from there what is needed for my area. What do I need? So if you do your research and you decide, you look up sublimation, you see different crafters selling sublimation tumblers. Maybe there are 20 different people in your area that are selling sublimation tumblers, but there's only one other person doing shirts. What do you think the need in your area is? More people making tumblers or more people making shirts? I mean, that's where you need to look.
Yes.
So, and this is just to help you be able to turn a profit faster rather than slower. Because I'm doing t-shirts, tumblers. So yes, if you want to do it all, then yes, you would need both. But we're talking a brand new business starting up.
There's a comment on here that says, you'll make back if you invest in yourself and take this course. And I could not agree more with that.
Yes.
If you invest in this course wholeheartedly, you will learn, you will make that money.
Right. So you can't sublimate shirts in the oven. Absolutely. I know that you can't. But here's where I'm getting at. If you focus on one area first and you really, truly perfect that area and then move on to the next. So let's say maybe you decide as a needs assessment, you put it out on social media and you're like, okay guys, how many people do I have that would be interested in a sublimation tumbler? Like, do a little poll on Instagram, Facebook, social media, personally call people, friends, like, do we need, would you all buy this? If I invested and started making these, would you all buy this? And let's say there is a need for tumblers. So you're gonna focus your full business on tumblers first. And then from there, you can move into the t-shirt market once we're there. So let's focus on tumblers. So I've decided in my area that we need tumblers because no one is selling tumblers. Nobody is selling sublimation tumblers. I think this would be a hot seller item in my area, so I'm gonna focus on tumblers. So starting out, I'm just gonna get the convection oven and just do tumblers and really perfect my tumbler game. So where were we at on our sublimation course printer?
We were at 357.
Okay, convection oven. There is a convection oven at Walmart. Angela was supposed to be updating our description and popping that link down below. I found one for $55. I know that's if you find one brand new. We actually had one somebody the other day said that they found one at a thrift store for like $7.
There was one on here, a lady said that she got it off Facebook Marketplace for $10.
Y'all, thrift, yard sale, marketplace, look for it there first before going and buying a new one, because
for sure,
as you all know, we have told you once you sublimate in a convection oven, you can't use it for food. It is just for sublimation only because it does release gases, and so you don't want to get those gases in your food. So it is for sublimation only. Definitely go shop the thrift shop first. Stop at every yard sale you see coming and going. Y'all, I love me a good yard sale.
Me too.
You can find it, like I said, you can find them anywhere. One thing, once again, if you are having to buy it new, if you can't find one and you have to buy it new, the one that we have linked that's $55, if I read the correct, it's because these are 8 inches in height, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
And I think the height of that oven was 11.5 inches, so these would fit standing up in there. Make sure that you check those dimensions again. Check your width, check your height, check your depth, check all of that before you buy it, okay? So we were $55 for the convection oven. Another thing you're gonna have to have is you're gonna have to have sublimation ink. We personally use the Starcraft ink. You can get it at 143 Vinyl. We once again have it linked down below. I think it's around $50 for all of the colors, so add that to our cost.
Okay.
So we've got our ink, we've got our convection oven, we have our printer, and we have our course. Next up for an investment is you are going to need your A-sub paper. Once again, 143 vinyl, you can get that there. I think it's around $20, $25.
I was going to say, yeah.
So we're going to say $25, and this is for 110 sheets of this paper. So $25 is to our list. We have our paper. You're going to need a lint roller. I just put $3, y'all. You can get lint rollers at
the Dollar Tree.
At the Dollar Tree. So $1 lint roller, but I put $3. Heat tape is important. Super important. You can get that on Amazon. Once again, it's going to be linked below in the description. But heat tape, I think on Amazon was $7. So add that to our total. And then our blanks. So if you are focusing on tumblers, the tumblers that I found on Amazon, you can get 10 of these. They come with these nice little straws. They come with straw cleaners. They come with the shrink wrap that we have been talking about. And it's 10 tumblers for $74. Once again, going to be linked down below. So we have, as of right now, we have everything we need to start making tumblers. How much have we invested?
We're at $571.
$571 for everything that you need to invest to start making tumblers, okay? I know that sounds like a lot, but just hold up and wait just a second. So these tumblers, as you can see, let's go overhead and show them how nice these tumblers are. Like, so nice, such good quality. Easily, you can sell these tumblers for $25. And that's on the low end, y'all. That is on the low end. So we'll go back to the front. At no less than $25 a piece for your tumblers. So let's think. $25 per tumbler. Some people sell them for $30 and $35, depending on your design. If you've put a lot of time into your design, you have to make sure that the time that you put in it is worth the return. So if you think, man, I've spent 2 hours really perfecting this tumbler and making it look amazing, I'm not going to charge $25. I feel like charging $35.
There you go.
Charge $35.
Yep.
Because it's all about how much are you, like, you have invested in yourself. You have the knowledge now to do this. So don't sell yourself short. Never, ever sell yourself short. So if you reinvest, so you bought the 10 tumblers, you make them, sell them on the low end for, I'll get to that question in just a minute. Sell them on the low end for, what did I say, $25,
yeah.
10 tumblers, that's $250. So take $250 off of our initial investment.
All right. That puts us at $321.
$321. But now you're out of tumblers. So you're going to have to reinvest $74 to get 10 more tumblers. So you do that, you sell. One thing that I want to really reiterate or really let you guys know, if you can buy in bulk, absolutely do it. But doing it this way and buying 10 at a time, and then once your stock starts getting low, buy more. Once your stock starts getting low again, buy a little bit more. Then that way, if you realize, okay, these tumblers aren't selling as fast as I thought they were, then you're not stuck with a bunch of inventory. So selling them 10, repurchasing 10 more, I think that really is going to be better for someone who is just starting out with the business. So doing it that way. But what I wanted to get at is you only have to sell 30 tumblers to make every bit of your money back and then have a $9 profit. You have made all of your money back. You have paid for all of your equipment, all of your ink, everything you have, 30 tumblers. I mean, I know 30 people, or maybe not even 30 different people, but people that would buy 3 or 4 tumblers at a time. And then from there on out, if you continue to buy those $74 a pack of 10 tumblers, guys, you all are making, I have the exact $176 per 10 tumblers. I mean,
Yeah, that's like absolutely mind-blowing.
And then from there, once you've perfected that and you start making a profit, I mean, then you can buy your heat press with your profit and make an even bigger profit.
Yep.
I mean,
baby steps.
Baby
steps.
It's not.
It is a work in progress.
We want you to succeed.
Yes.
So starting with baby steps and then working your way up. So for those of you who are talking about the links not working, if they're not working, just give us a few minutes after this live and I will go work with Angela. It has been a crazy day around here.
So crazy.
Getting our kids, my kid goes to school in a different county trying to, trying to get him picked up, and then I had to go pick up Tanner and Courtney's littles. So it's been a crazy day. We're gonna get that. I promise you, we're gonna get those linked. But honestly, what I did to find these tumblers is I just Googled, or I got on Amazon, and we'll give you our Amazon link. And just typed in Sublimation tumblers, and I think it's it's like an Amazon choice, like the one that they choose. And it was $73.99 for 10 tumblers that came with the straws, the lids, the shrink wrap, and everything else. So, yeah. See, Chris says, I mainly do custom jobs and sell them for $45 Australian, so about $30, $35 US. When I say $25 is on the low end, I truly mean it. That's
truly
really
on
low.
the low end. Yes.
But when you start out small and really work with your community and the people you know and do like local pickups or not have to ship, that's where that's how you can grow. Once you have your local, then you can start building an Etsy shop, which, by the way, leads me into what I am teaching you all and talking about today is just barely scratches the surface on what we do in Design, Make, Sell, which we are going to be opening the doors to that. So if you are looking into starting a crafting business, we are opening the doors for Design, Make, Sell in a couple weeks. Definitely something you're going to want to come back and learn about, because we really dive deep down into building I think Tanner's going to talk about building a Shopify website for you. We talk about Etsy. We talk about branding. We talk about all of the things that you need to know. Taxes, which can be very scary. Absolutely. For some reason, I don't know about you, but just thinking about like me not having my taxes right scares me to
IRS
death.
is terrifying.
They are. I mean, like, and I have no reason to be terrified of the IRS.
One single person there, but they're terrifying.
I don't know one single person that's ever been, the IRS has ever come after personally, but I'm terrified of them, and I don't know why. But yes, this is something, I've just lost track. I've lost my train of thought.
We were talking about the IRS.
I know, and I just completely can't think about it. Don't want to think about it. But I want really my secret for you all today about why you need to sublimate is because it's not as scary. It's not like we were talking about the IRS being scary. A lot of people, listen, when I first started, sublimation scared me to death. I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not good at what is this? But I'm curious, why do people not buy at the lower price, but will buy at the higher price?
Have you noticed that?
Well, listen, so here's the deal. And what I'm thinking is, a lot of people they're like totally into the whole shop small, support small businesses, and stuff like that. So I'm telling you right now, that me personally, I would rather pay $35 for a tumbler that I know someone's gonna make than pay $35 or $25, for one coming off Amazon
Or Walmart.
or wherever.
So it's kind of like a grassroots movement. I think a lot of people are moving toward that, wanting to support others, support small business. And right now is a great time for you all to jump in on that, supporting small business. And and getting your feet wet. And this is a great way for you to get your feet wet. But the thing is, if you sold 30 tumblers at $25 a piece, even if you decided, I don't want to do it anymore, you've got yourself paid for.
Yep.
Like it's you. I mean, you're not out any money. That's exactly. So I've talked about it a little bit before. That's what I did with my makeup business. I was like, you know what? I really like this. Like I enjoy it. I'm good at it. I invested a lot in at the front end. I put a lot of money into it. And I would do a little bit here and a little bit there and started small, and then it kind of got bigger. And then once it got bigger and I paid for all of my stuff, I was like, you know what? I just don't know that I want to do this anymore. But guess what? I got all of my makeup equipment for free because I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yes. So Linda has a good question. I think the hardest part is going to decide what to put on the cups and what will sell in your area. And you are right. Like that is great. So with our sublimation course, you do get 200 exclusive files just for our sublimation people. But, let me tell you guys, you don't have to just use those files for sublimation. You can use literally any Maker's Gonna Learn file for sublimation. Did you know that?
You can.
You can.
It's true.
If you are a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, you can use, we just released, I think Tanner said the official number was 1,063.
Yeah, 63, 65, something like
1,063 files that you could use. And the way that you do that is we teach you how to in the course, but if you download the PNG version and you open it in Canva, which is a free software. And I know that we have a lot of friends in here that are iffy about Canva. Personally, when it comes to sublimation, Canva is my favorite to work with sublimation because I love Cricut Design Space. It will always have my heart. Yes, Rachel, the course is a one-time fee, and then you have lifetime access. You don't have to pay for it again. You don't have to pay dues for it anymore. You literally have lifetime access to those 200 files and to the course and can go back whenever you want it. You don't have to be a Maker's Gonna Learn member to purchase the course. So it's one of those things that it's yours forever. But with the Maker's Gonna Learn file, you download that PNG and then you can open it up into Canva as a PNG. And there's a lot of different things you can do to manipulate it and move it around. You can add layers in Canva, which is great. I actually made a license plate for Caitlin. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday?
So.
Yesterday. And I used the new Daisy pattern that we released this month. And it is, and I used Maker's Gonna Learn font too, and it's adorable. I absolutely love it.
Someone asked if we have any Canva training.
We do have a Canva tutorial in the sublimation course.
Yes, I was going to say we have Canva, we have Design Space, and we also have Inkscape.
Yes, Canva, Design Space, and Inkscape training in the sublimation course. So, yes, Teresa, we do have Inkscape training in the sublimation course. So Betty, we have most of our files, or actually all of our files, you have the option to do a PNG or an SVG.
Yes.
So if you're doing it for sublimation, you would take that PNG because the SVG is like a vector graphic. So it's like the cut files. So the PNG is more of the picture, and that's what you're going to upload into Canva. And that's all I did. It was a cut file. Print and cut, absolutely 100% can sublimate on whatever. But for PNG, where was I going at? For our other files that are basic cut, if you download if you have the PNG on your computer, you can upload that into Canva and you can print it from there.
Yes.
I've liked Inkscape. Inkscape we do like working with Inkscape. It is kind of like an Adobe Illustrator, but free. So it's not as fast as some of the other files or some of the other programs that we work for. But anyway, Barb asked if I could show the license plate. Let me see if I can pull it up on my computer and show you guys, because she actually already put it on her car.
I had to go take it straight out there and put it on my car because it was lovely.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it in my Finder. Downloads. Oh, there it is. Looky. Well, okay, so let me just tell you, it's backwards because I had to reverse it because when you do Sublimate, you do have to reverse your stuff. Can we see that, or do we need to go overhead? That's what I created with a Maker's Gonna Learn. The daisies are Maker's Gonna Learn. The font is Maker's Gonna Learn. There is a free version of Canva and a paid version of Canva. But license plates, that's another. I did try to do a license plate in the convection oven yesterday, just because I wanted to bring you all everything that you could do in the convection oven. License plates, you can't. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. Maybe if you use shrink wrap.
But that's possible.
You know what I thought of last night, though? Putting an iron skillet on top of it.
Why did we not?
But then you probably couldn't use the iron skillet afterwards.
We need to find our rack. I feel like if we find our rack, I don't know. We may be coming up with some good stuff here at the Maker's Gonna Learn.
Is Canva version? It's a free version, good for so yes, I think the free version works out fine. I don't think the pro version is that much more. I don't think it's. See, I can't.
I don't know.
I don't know how much it is.
Because
at my previous job we had Canva Pro, and at this job we have Canva Pro. So, but I have worked with the free version a little bit, and I think really the main thing is they have a background remover in Canva Pro that you can't use in the free version.
Actually, let me just tell you, I got it pulled up.
And I think there are some shapes and some backgrounds that you get with Pro that you don't get with the free.
Yes, you get magic resize, you get background remover and premium animations. And that is also either $12.99 a month.
Yep, Christina just said $12.99 a month.
$111 or $119 a year.
And if you are starting a business and you want to start a sublimation business, y'all, that's tax deductible. And that's something else that we talk about in Design Make Sale, is how you do that and how you decide what is tax deductible, what is not. You can't upload your own fonts in the free one. That is, so they have some fonts, but I guess if you wanted to upload a Maker's Gonna Learn font, you can upload your own images, but you can't upload your own fonts in the free. So that's another one. There was another question. If you'll scroll up, Sadie, so I can see. I'm going up. Oh, I remember. You can go back down. License plate. What would I charge? What would we charge for a license plate? It really depended on how much time I put into the design of the license plate, I think. If it was a more intricate design, or did I just slap a name in a color on the front, you know? I would probably do, I'd say no less than 20 or 25.
I was gonna say, depending on, so like maybe if we're just doing something basic with like a name and like a heart or a star or something, I think maybe that would be around 15 to 17. If we are filling up the whole license plate with color, regardless of what that is, then that's when I would increase my price. So I would do maybe about 20 to 25 there.
So Madeline said, no way, Canva. So Canva would be tax deductible if you have a business and you use it for your business.
Yes.
So any kind of business cost is going to be, you're going to be able to do tax deductible if you have a business. That is something, if you have questions about more tax deductible things, once again, DMS, Design Make Sale, we're going to be opening the doors to that here in 2 weeks.
So
make sure you stick around. Design Make Sale, y'all, is 100% worth it.
Listen, I need some comments rolling in on why you need and want this heat press. Because
there is, can you print several tumbler sheets on a 13 by 19? I guess 13 by 19, let me think. So 8, it has to be 8 and 8, 16 in height. it's 13, so no. So if you printed multiple tumbler, it would have to be 16 inches across to be able to get that, because you can't get, right? Yes, because you can't do it this way. It's not going to go all the way around the, I don't know what the circumference of this is. Y'all are making me do math. Math is my favorite, but the circumference, we've never tried it.
No.
It would fit maybe if it went this way. I'm concerned about, if it's 8.5 by 11 fits around a tumbler, then this is larger than 11, so it's 13, and it's 19. Yes, math, you can. We've never done it. We might have to try it now. How much would you charge for a Sublimation hoodie and t-shirt? Jasmine, great question. So it's really going to depend on the amount of your blank. How much are you willing to pay for your blank? How much have you paid for your blank? How much design did you put on it? I know some people do a lot of design. I've seen some people sublimate inside the hood of some hoodies. I've seen some people like add little areas, different areas. It's really going to depend. A hoodie blank is probably going to cost anywhere between $10 or so probably. And then you have to take into consideration how much time, how much ink, how much effort you put into this. So I would do for a hoodie no less than $45.
I would do no less than that
Absolutely
as well.
no less than $45 for a hoodie. I'm there. There's lots of people needing this heat press.
I know.
I'm excited.
I know.
I'm super excited. So does anybody have any other questions? How many people do we have? I didn't even ask.
We have 210.
210. Okay. Allison said heat press would be a less of a workout than the easy press too. Yes, it would. So let me just jump back real quick since she did bring that up. If you wanted to do t-shirts, you don't have to have a heat press. If you already are a Cricut user and you have an easy press, you can use an easy press for that. You just have to literally, when I say you have to put all of your pressure and lay on top of it, you have to keep that pressure and you can't move. So that's why a heat press is a lot better for t-shirts. It can be done with an easy press, but it is better for the t-shirt business. So Kim asked, what's the cost for DMS, design, make, sell, for those that don't know? Honestly, I don't know, because Tanner runs, no, but I don't want to say, because Tanner has thrown around a couple different options that he wants to do for you guys. He has thrown around doing a percentage off, an amount off, sending you all workbooks. I mean, he still hasn't nailed it down, but once we have that nailed down, we will not literally lay on top of it, Jamie, but put all your pressure on top of it. But once we get that cost nailed down, we will definitely let you know. I just can't say right now because, like I said, Tanner has not officially made up his mind. Yes. The Epson Eco Tank that can print. This is the Epson Eco Tank ET4800, a printer. Really, any printer that has that you can fill up the ink cartridges in with sublimation ink can still print this sublimation paper. Now, let me just forewarn you guys. If you do this, just know that when you put sublimation ink into a printer, it does void your warranty. So we've done it. We fix and work with our own printers. We've never necessarily had to use a warranty.
Came out covered in ink a couple times, but hey,
we did. We did, but I just wanted you all to know that it does void that warranty. So just keep that in mind. DMS is Design, Make, Sell. That is a course that we are going to be opening the doors for in the next couple weeks, where we walk you through hand in hand what it takes to create your business, what it takes to build your business, start with designing a logo, deciding what you're going to sell, what you're going to make, and then actually the process of selling them, how to sell them, how to market yourself, how to market your business, all the tax information you need to know, how to build a website, how to sell on Etsy, so many different things in Design Make Sell. Yep. Epson Sure Color, that is for sublimation. Kathleen, I was actually looking at those Sure Color printers this morning. We have not bought one to use one yet. So
is that one of the new printers that they just came out with?
So Epson, for those that don't know, there were so many people that were converting Epson EcoTank printers into sublimation printers because you get to fill up it's not a cartridge printer. You get to fill it up with ink. And Epson listened, and they started creating it's called an Epson Sure Color, and it is an actual sublimation printer from Epson. Now, there are other brands of sublimation printers that you can get. Now, if you're converting an inkjet printer, know that it voids the warranty. However, if you buy an actual sublimation printer, it wouldn't void the warranty putting sublimation ink in it. But those sublimation, because they put the word sublimation on it, makes them a lot more expensive.
Oh yeah.
But I did read, in my research, I read that with the Epson Sure Color printers, if you don't use the Epson sublimation ink, then it still voids the warranty.
Yep.
So you really don't even have a choice what kind of ink you want to use.
Nope. And I guess it really doesn't, I don't know how their ink works because we've not used it, but if the results are still the same, then, whatever's cheaper.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, Judy says, so if one thing, she did bring up a good point. When doing sublimation, just know that because it is a gas exchange, there are fumes. So when you do sublimation, you need to do it in a very well-ventilated area, which our studio is an extremely well-ventilated area because we do this quite often. But doing it with the windows open, not in an enclosed space, is very, very important. The sawgrass printer, we do have a sawgrass printer, but I don't think we use it.
I was going to say that name sounds very familiar.
We do have a sawgrass printer, but I don't think I have ever used it. I have only ever used our Epson Workforce.
Yeah.
Caitlin has used our EcoTank.
Yes, I've used that one, but not the other one that you mentioned.
Yeah. So, I guess I'm going to go on over here and sit down.
Okay. I'm thinking of a winner.
You are. But before we give our winner away, I want you guys to drop an emoji. And if you have enjoyed this week, because this has been a very, it's been a fun week for us. It's not been necessarily a taxing week. It's been a fun week. We've got to have fun. We've not got to play with sublimation in a long time, and we've all been learning all the tips and tricks and everything, and I love bringing them to you. So drop an emoji if you have had a blast this week. Remember, this is the very last day for you to hop on and get in our sublimation course that is going on until midnight tonight. It is $70 off, no coupon needed. I about called you Caitlin, Sadie. Sadie has dropped the link. It is pinned to the top. All you have to do is follow that link to sign up. You can do it in 2 payment plans. You do not have to pay it all up front. It is $127 that can be broken down into 2 payments. So, are we ready to give away a heat press?
Okay, I will have to say, Sadie helps me pick. I'm not logged in, so I can't pause any of these comments.
Oh,
so
you
can't. I'm like, Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Sadie helped. And
okay, is it time for me to do a drum roll?
I'll do it. I'll do it. You say it. I'll do it. You say it. Ready?
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3.
Melinda Garrett, you are our heat press Prize winner. Congratulations,
Yay.
Melinda. Sadie, see if we can tag her in a comment.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for her comment to roll by.
I'm looking.
I love seeing when they
looking.
actually realize that they win. Melinda.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Where's it at? Maybe. Okay. Maybe you should comment now because I think we're lagged a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yay, Melinda.
I am so excited. I truly, truly hope this helps you get your sublimation business started. I literally cannot wait for you all. I really hope I've done.
Yay, she commented back yes. So make sure that you email us, hi@makersgonnalearn.com.
Hi@makersgonnalearn, and we'll get that sent to you.
Yes.
I really, really hope that you all have enjoyed today.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to read a lot of comments because I felt like there was a lot of information that I wanted to get to you guys.
A lot of it, though, was chit-chat back and forth between the members, which is always good.
I love that. I love that. That's what we're here for, that community.
Someone would ask a question, and someone else would come right back in and answer it. So it was a lot of, like, back and forth, which was good. So,
but my whole goal today was that big secret that we were sharing is that it's not scary to start your own business. Like, it's so affordable. I wanted to make sure that you all knew and understand.
What did she say?
That.
OMG. I'm sorry, I can't see it on my computer.
I can't believe I won.
Well, you did.
But I wanted to crunch those numbers with you guys and show you that, yes, it seems like, oh my gosh, that's a lot all at once.
Yes.
But then in reality, you turn around and you think 30 tumblers can start my business, and then I can start, or really, let me go grab that, because I had the, if you wanted to start with t-shirts, so if you did the needs assessment and you realized, okay, t-shirts is where I need to go. The numbers that I came up with that included the butcher paper and everything else that you needed with t-shirts was $683. So if you just started with tumblers, it's $593. Mm-hmm. And if you started with t-shirts, that's without shirts.
Okay.
That's without shirts.
Okay.
So that's $683 without shirts. Okay. Because then I was looking through wholesalers for t-shirts, trying to get you all the best deals for the wholesalers, and wholesalers are a pain. Mm-hmm. But I would just, if you did start with the t-shirts, find you a wholesale dealer. And make sure you're getting those 65-35 cotton poly blend t-shirts. Yes. You can even do a tri-blend, which is about normally it's about a 50-30-20 of cotton polyester rayon, because you can sublimate on rayon as well.
Yep.
It's one of those fibers that it will adhere to. So if we do not have any other questions, I have had an amazing Friday here with you guys.
Yes.
I cannot wait to see you guys back here next week.
I know.
Make sure
We're
that
making some cute stuff next week.
I know. We're making some super cute stuff next week.
Yes.
Is it next week or gearing up for summer one?
I think so. I think
that's one of my favorite ones. I love that. It is so easy
to make sure.
But once again, make sure you get that. Get in on our sublimation course, because like I said, doors close tonight on that deal, and we won't be opening it back up for probably a couple months or so. Mm-hmm. It may be after summer before we open it back up. I'm not really 100% sure. Keep an eye out we're gonna have a whole week where we talk about design, make, sell, and there are going to be webinars as well. So keep an eye out for that, and we will see you guys next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.